Hi guys. It's about 5:30 in the morning, and I'm waking up from some really weird dream. And I don't understand it, so I'm just going to tell you about it, and let the Lord lead you in whatever it is, because this might be manifesting, and I don't understand it. But there's been people. There's a particular gentleman that he's passed away now, but I knew him, personally, and he was not at all savvy with his cell phone. Like he could barely. I mean, he had a smartphone, but he didn't know how to use it. You know how that goes with these older folks. They get these things and they think that's what they need, and you know they can't use them like somebody like me can or you guys can. But anyway, uh, but in this dream, I ended up way out in an old. It was like a real long horse barn, and I've had horses a long time ago. Or, I mean, for a long time, but it's been a while since I've had them at a barn like that. And so we ended up at this barn, and I'm walking through, and I don't understand this part, what it even means, but it's like they were like I don't know, auction house maybe, but the man that had it, it used to have horses in it, and then he's like, no, there's not enough money in horses, let's just fill it with cows. Oh, well, there's not enough money in cows, let's just, the next thing must have been these chickens. But there were all kinds of crates of fancy chickens, like all these weird looking, beautiful chickens. Like I'd go stall to stall, and I was thinking as I'm walking down the aisle, like, hey, I wonder if any of my horses are in here. Well, I ain't had horses for, any place like that for 30 years. But anyway, so I'm walking stall to stall, and I'm seeing all these real fancy, beautiful chickens that I've never seen these kind of chickens before. And, they had all kinds of pretty long feathers and colors and ducks and all kinds of fowl, all kinds of poultry. And so I don't know what that part means. But as I'm walking through looking for my horses and enjoying all these, chickens, somehow we switched to that man that I know. He's passed away now again. He's passed away. But somehow we were in his truck and we were delivering hay. Like he was throwing off a couple bales of hay off of this truck at this barn. And when he's done, we're in this gravel driveway, and he gets his phone out, right? He gets his phone out of his pocket, and he's playing with it, like he was doing something with his phone, and the next thing I know, it's like he's got a 5D image, 5D thing going on around him, and it's like a big giant slip and slide down the driveway. Like he is belly surfing down the driveway in this game thing that he just pulled up on his phone. And he's woo, slip sliding, like a slip and slide, a water slide down the gravel driveway in this 5D image, water splashing all around him, but it's not real water, it's the 5D, 5 dimension, right? And he's slipping, sliding and I'm standing there going, man, but I ain't got time for this. I don't have time for all these games. It's a bunch of foolishness. I got to go home or what. I wasn't interested in this person, goofing off. But whatever he was doing with his phone, he'd started the game or started something, and then it was like he jumped on it with his belly, like belly surfing down a gravel driveway. But he wasn't being cut up. He was part of it, like he was in it, doing it, participating in this thing. And so he slip slide, he played, had all kinds of big time. you know, and I thought, what is going on? And there was other people doing some stuff with their phones too. Like it was, like they were having their little 5D party with their little imagery happening around them. And I don't understand all that. But what happened though after that was that I'm thinking, I've seen on the YouTube, on the internet stuff, the 5D, they'll have dolphins coming up out of the sidewalk, or they'll have people standing by. You know, that, what am I trying to say? The whale, they've got the one with the whale at the school gymnasium, and the whale pops up out of the school floor, and you know what I mean. You've seen it, you all. If you haven't, go look for it. But people like this man was doing, and he didn't know anything about a phone. Like he was but he popped that app or whatever, and then just went belly flopping down the driveway, playing in this big old splashy wave of water. But the end of that was, there was like a residue that splashed back on me, and it was a clear jelly. Like, come on now, let's be adults here. But it was like a KY jelly, if you know what I'm saying, like a surgical lube, But it was some kind of a goopy, clear jelly that was somehow in the case of my phone, because I was, trying to, use my phone maybe to call a ride to get out of there. But it was like gooped up on me, not me necessarily, but it was on my phone case. And so I wonder what this means. Like, this is bizarre, and I wanted to record this straight away. Like, I'm literally just now waking up and putting the dogs out to record this straight away while it was fresh in my mind. Like, I don't understand what the fancy chickens were. I don't know what that was. I don't know, all about that. But I don't know why this old man who didn't know anything about his phone, and in real life he didn't, so I wouldn't have even connected, that person in a dream connected to technology, unless maybe there's something on the horizon coming up in our backyards that people may really start be doing this. Like, they're going to get the download, right? They're going to be a participant in a simulation. And then you're going to have the casual observer like me that's going to stand back and go, what is going on? Like, why is everybody doing this? And I think maybe reality may be changing a little bit. I don't know that. But it's very weird. And, I don't even know what to say about it, you all. So I'm just going to stop. You all have a blessed day in Jesus' name.